Well, Let's Resin have done it again. There's no doubt about it. They have brought out two brilliant little kits for making key rings. Well, not only could you make key rings with these, I think you could make some lovely pendants with them as well. So this is one of the kits. Comes with everything you need. Some really good quality keyring pieces, my preferred style, and chain that you need for it, the additional jump links, but you also get these bezels. Now these, I know a lot of people would turn them into earrings because I think they're great. And I think they would make lovely earrings. So the smaller ones could definitely be earrings and some really nice shapes. And the larger ones could be key rings or pendants. And I'm fascinated by some of these. There's cats, dogs, a bunny, another little dog. Lovely flower. Love that flower. Love that cat. And I really, really like this bezel. And I've got something different planned for that. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. The other great thing about these sorts of things is that they are very good sellers as well. These are always something that you can have on your stall or on your website, and people will pick them up as little gifts. And they do always sell really well and make great profit. And for this one, which came in this lovely box, I can't stop ordering things. You get the full alphabet, and it's lovely to see something different with initials in. And again, you get all the bits that you need for it. And I'm going to use a slightly different technique on this one as I am on these ones. I'm going to be using UV resin on here and epoxy resin on this one. Well, I'm going to prep everything before I start to pour my resin. And I'm going to do these in some slightly different colours. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself one. I'm using an S for Steve. And I'm using the chrome powder for this. And whenever you're using the chrome powder, make sure you burnish this down really well. You want the best burnish you can possibly get, and then you get a really good chrome finish. And then I'm going to use some mica powder with my paint-in trick. And I have got a whole video on this if you want to know how to do it. I'm just going to revitalise one of these, putting a drop of alcohol in there in my brush until that turns into a paste that I can use to paint with. That one I'm going to do for the J. And then this one I'm going to do the holographic silver chrome powder in the A. See what great results these will give. Again, this will need a bit of a burnish. And then I'm going to do a teal K as well. And this is with the chameleon powders. And then if you've got any mess anywhere, these are going to be really easy to clean up. All you need is a baby wipe on your finger and go around like that, because you're not going to get inside where you've done your letters. And now what I'm going to be using is the metallic powders. I love these. And these are again by Let's Resin. You get copper, rustic gold, bronze, antique gold, and metallic silver. And again, I'm going to use a brush on these. I'm going to use a different one, I think. I'm going to use the rustic gold on mine. And I'm going to do the inside of the flowery bit first. And again, making sure that I burnish that right down. There we go. I've painted those in now. I'm really pleased with how they've come out. And what I'm going to do is mix my resin up and put my resin in. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that, because there's a way that you can add to your resin to get the really best effect from these. So I've got my resin mixed up, and I've also put some dark mica powder in there as well, because it really does help having a darker colour behind these colours rather than a clear. If you have a clear, it doesn't give that opacity that you need to get the best out of these colours. Now what I'm doing is pouring in these slowly until they're filled up, and then I can let them cure. I will pop them in my curing box because that is going to make life so much quicker for me as well. And I'm using a 4-hour demold resin, so that will cure up really quickly. And I can get these made. Oh, look at that. I can never do anything without making a mess. I'm going to move that because I don't want that to then become a part of an overpour. And I'll fill this last one up, and then what I'll do is I'll wait 5 minutes, and then I'll go over it with a long neck lighter and burn off the bubbles and pop it in my curing box. Well, while they're curing, what I'm going to do is set these up ready so I can start putting my resin in them. Now, if you don't have UV resin, then you can, of course, do this with epoxy resin. It just takes a little bit longer for them to cure. Well, a lot longer. If you don't use damming tape, what you're going to find is your resin's just going to pour out. So you need to use some sort of damming tape with these. Not with this one because it's not open backed, so you should be fine with that one. And all I'm doing is sticking them to my damming tape, and then I will take a round pencil or a piece of doweling and roll over those from the back, and then go over them again with my thumb to make sure that they're all nicely pushed down, because the last thing you want to do is get some leaks, and this is the best way to avoid leaks. For this one, what I'm going to do is something a little bit different. I'm popping a micro brush. I've taken the end off it, so I've just got a very little point, and I'm filling in all of these little veins with some translucent black. I hope that Let's Resin bring out some more like this in different styles, because I am absolutely loving them so far. And I think these could be very, very popular. This is going to give it a very slight highlight, or low light, going all the way around, ready for when I put in the other colour. So I'm going to finish that off, and I'm also going to do the centre part as well. So I've got that in there now. I've got my low lights in there, and I'm going to cure that up before I do anything else. So now I've got my orange in there, and you can see that those bits are starting to show through. I've cured that orange center up. And what I'm going to do now is add my yellow over the top of this, and you could use any colors. You don't have to use the colors I'm using. You can use blues and greens and all sorts. Here's a really quick one, but it's going to look lovely, and it's going to look like enamel on here. And again, those darker bits should show through. I don't want them showing through really heavy and black. I want them just to show through and give a little bit of detail. And now what I'm going to do is take my little stick here. I'm going to burst that bubble for a start. I don't want that there. And now I'm going to move this right up to all the edges. And now go over it with my long neck light, just in case there's any bubbles I've put in it. There we are. And now I'm going to cure that one up fully. So that's lovely and cured now. I'll show you that in more detail in a minute. Now what I'm going to do is these closed back bezels using a variety of different colours. I want the rabbit to be white, so I'm going to be using a white pearlescent UV resin for this. I want his tail to be pink, and I want the insides of his ears to be pink, and also his nose to be pink. I love these UV resins. I will link everything in the description below, so don't worry. If you think, oh, where am I going to get hold of that? I'll link it in the description below. That makes everything a lot easier. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here like this, so all the resin is going in the same direction, because these are really lovely and thick. I don't want too many swirls in it. Now I'm going to use the pink for its tail. I'm overfilling that a little bit purposely, so it's got a bit more 3-dimension to it. I'm going to put a little pink nose there, and I'm going to put a little bit in the ear here. Spread that out a bit more. I like that. Now I'm going to quickly go over it with a long neck lighter. Burst off any bubbles that are in there. And you can dome this afterwards if you want with your clear UV resin, but I probably won't for these. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick that up like that, pop that in there, and you could cure them all at once if you wanted to, but I'm going to give that a cure now. So that's lovely and cured. What I'm going to do for these ones is I'm going to use these glittery UV resins, the hearts, because hearts should be nice and red. And I'm going to fill them, because these again are lovely and thick, I am going to fill these up quite high. On the side that's stuck to the tape, I will dome it using some clear UV resin, because these are going to be earrings. Again, burst any bubbles off, put that in there, and give that a cure for 3 minutes. You can cover this up, or you can cure it all up at one go at the end. They are so pretty. I'm going to write to Let's Resin and ask them to bring out some more different shapes like this, and also some different ones of these as well, because I think they're amazing. And this one I'm going to turn into a purple rose, again using the coloured UV resin. It's a bit big for a earring, so this one would either make a nice pendant or a really nice key ring. And if you're filling things up like this that have got like sharp corners there, all you need to do is encourage your UV resin to go into those corners, and then you're well away. Got a little bit there, like that one. I think I've under put the amount in. All I've done is popped a bit on the side of my map and then put a little bit inside the smaller area. Quickly go over that with a long neck lighter, burst off any bubbles, top up any that need topping up. Now I can put that one in to cure as well. And then the last one, I've put a little bit of blue in the middle of these. And now all I'm going to use is some glitter yellow going around the outside. If I can get it in the mould. I got my tremor. Oh, my tremor's all over the place today. Let's get rid of this. And now I'll finish off doing these ones, cure them all up, and show you what the whole lot look like. Well, these are all lovely and cured now, so we can take these out. Ah, and they've come out very pretty. I got a few trap bubbles in them because I forgot to go around it and squidge out my edges. Not that one though. That one's come out really well. I love my S. And these should do really easily. They put, which is very unusual for a kit. Most kits, they don't think of this. They've put the right size jump rings in. So you can get them in ever so easy. And then pop your key ring on them. So many kits, when you get them, they don't think about the size of the jump ring. Oh, and they're nice and strong jump rings too. And then you can't get your jump ring in them. And these you could take to order, couldn't you? You could put them on your website or anywhere and say, right, I can do you a letter. What letter would you like? And give them a range of colours that they could have them in. And then you could do them to made to order. Now, I talk a lot about that in my members only video that I've got out for starting your own business, and it's a series of videos that are free to members. And the last one I brought out was about different pathways, so made to order and how to do it, how to attract customers to it, how to run it. And I think the next one is about how to price and what you need to do to make a profit. If you're not already a member, then consider becoming a member so you can benefit from those videos. In a previous life, that's what I used to do. I have a PhD in small business management, and I used to work at a university and as a consultant before I retired and became a crafter. Well, they're all finished now. I've made those in less than an hour and a quarter because I used, obviously, my curing machine, which I love, and it does make things a lot quicker. I'm so impressed with how that's come out. That does look like an enamel piece, and I would love that, to give that to someone as a pendant. Look how pretty that is, and just putting those few dark lines in set off so well. The blue rose has come out really exceptional. I love it. And they all have. I think these are two great little kits. If I've got a discount code, I'll put it in the description below as well, but I will put the links in the description below. I hope you've enjoyed this project as much as I have. The earrings have come out so well. Beautiful. Great kit as always. Now, the video I've got coming up next, I think you'll find really useful. It's all about pigments and how to use pigments in your resin and the different pigments and their uses. Check that out. Boot the like button, hit the subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.